Okay, I've got that microphone on. I see we have audio, I believe. I hope I'm live. Okay, somebody give me some thumbs up to let me know if I'm actually there. So, DJ puts on the mic. Okay, yeah, you're back. All right, I'm back. Cool, audio is on. Thank you, Frank. And audio good. Perfect. And aloha Don. Anyway, welcome everyone, and it is Sunday, December 5th here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where it's nice and cold, and Frosty username would probably even be kind of going, too cold, where's the palm trees? Anyway, welcome everyone, glad to have you on board today. And it's going to be a little slower start, a little bit more of a lazy day, I think, today. Yesterday kind of wiped me out as far as trying to get everything done, and didn't work out so well. But we're going to give our Candy Cane Lane trip another shot on the coming up Saturday here. So we'll see how that goes. First off, I'm going to say welcome to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, Paulzilla, and C&D Boy. I'm not sure if I seen Bob in here yet. I don't think I seen Piggy in here either. So, nevertheless, I'm sure they will be around, and not to worry. And on the good news things, actually, before I get to that, take a look at your chat box. Make sure it says top chat or live chat. That way you know you're actually watching the stream live as it is happening. If it happens to say top chat replay or live chat replay, that means the stream is over and you can no longer make comments in the chat box because those people are no longer there. You can, however, still make comments just like on any other regular video down below in the comment section. And if you go looking down there, you'll also find the description where there's times for when the stream is on. And again, weekend times are different than weekday times. We do try to stream every day, and that way we don't miss too much action. And all good that way. So anyway, said hello to my wonderful people there doing the moderating. I'm going to start saying hello to the wonderful people that are in here already before we get too many more crowding in. And of course, today it was... whoa, why is that not working? Oh, maybe I should click in on there. There we go. Okay. Somebody else got cookies for a change, which is really good. So apparently, hang on. Oh, I'm trying to get cookies in here. There we go. So lots of cookies, and Sue Hayes was the lucky one who got in first, so she gets the cookies, and all good. And she said she would share, so it's all cool, and we don't mind that. Excellent. Who's the cookie monster? Well, Sue Hayes is the one who got the cookies. The cookie monster is Lucas. He seems to use the force to be able to do that. Wormhand throws in a 50 Swedish kroner, I guess is what they are, with lava. Thank you. Absolutely wonderful. Thanks for the support. I really do appreciate that, Wormhand. And excellent stuff. Anyway, so yeah, we got Wormhand. We know that. We got Sue Hayes here. Linda Schoof is also back. Kevin Haynes, is it Quad Kim? I do believe is back. Okay, if Piggy don't show up soon, someone is having an early Christmas dinner. No, I don't think so. She's probably resting her trotter. because you know, healing does take a lot out of you. Rebecca Patterson also in the house. Patriot Rowdy or Roydy also here. Tara Jussi. Who doesn't love cookies? Absolutely. Okay, Tina Sassy in the house. Adele in the house. Talana is back. Don Arnold we got already. Going up, Sharon Stewart, welcome. Anna Wallner, welcome back. And let's see, Rebecca we got. Sharon also in the house. We got Linda already going up. Frank McLeod, welcome back. And let's see, who else? Ronnie Rhino in the house, good to see you. Nancy Buchanan, I hope your power is on and you're warm today. Glad to have you back on board. Christopher Tretreg is back. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. That was some awesome live cam, a drive through Edmonton seeing the Christmas lights. Glad you enjoyed it. And we're going to do it again on Saturday to get the full-blown effect while they are actually open. Let's see, who else popped in here? We got OUF Lux from Luxembourg is in here. Judy L also in the house. Welcome. And who else did we get? Going up the list fairly quick. DJ Puff the Third in here as well. Welcome, DJ. And Phyllis Johnson and Sherry Lawson. Let's see, who else? Rachi Rack is back. Welcome, glad to have you here. John Lloyd also here, cool. Let's see, who else? Did I miss anyone going up? One Fish in the house as well. Good to see you, One Fish. And One Fish does have a stream on now. He's streaming 24/7 on his channel. So if you guys want to go check him out there, you can have a view of the river and stuff like that. Let's see, who else? I'm going up. Did I say Nancy Buchanan earlier? I don't know if I did, but anyway, welcome if I didn't. And going up some more. And a lot of repeats. Yeah, we do see Frosty username Dominic in there as well. And going some more here to see who else might have been. No, right to the top, and yeah, it was Sue Hayes, and then followed by a whole 2 minutes by Ronnie Rhino. So Sue Hayes definitely won. Colin Taylor also back in the house. Terry Curry here as well. Welcome, you guys. And the FAF just had a little spike. Quad Kim, you know, I looked at that chart too, and it's very interesting that it's doing what it's doing, because we should be seeing something popping somewhere. But that can also indicate that we've got a lot of movement underneath the ground, and it's just not showing up as well as it could. Reptilus also back in the house, as well as Zoe and Dodger. Welcome, you guys. Glad to have you back on board. And let's see, who else? Robert Dowdy also here. Welcome. Michael Landrum, welcome. And just going up, seeing who else I might have missed. I think we got most of you. Oh, Sherry Hewitt is there, and Howie also in the channel, Howie H. So welcome. And if I did not say your name or happen to miss it, I'm sure we'll catch it somewhere. I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. It's just there's a lot of names. Howdy Quilts just got in here as well. So, and Tina Sassy, we got Douglas Anderson. We got you. And Don Arnold, of course. Aloha, Don. And let's see. I think that's most of the new ones here. We got Sharon Stewart. Okay, I'm just trying to keep up with who's coming and going. So all good. Anyhow, yeah. So not that much activity happening here today from the sounds of things. Our lava is still flowing. And let's see. Grimsvatn, the waiting game begins. Yes, DJ, you are right. The waiting game does begin. Anyhow, let's kind of have a quick review of what it looked like here today, and we'll pick a camera and see if we can go back a little bit. That's a good one to start on. Let's see, how far did they, before they started that stream? Okay, so this one unfortunately only goes back about 3 hours. So we will look at this about 3 hours ago and work our way ahead. And then we'll use the other one that I've got here. Then we can go back a little bit further. But anyway, this is what we were seeing for the most part. More of the steam coming off of the volcano. And it was doing that pretty much for most of the day. So this is right earlier in the evening here, so things got a little darker. We're going to switch over to the other one though, and we're going to go back to the beginning of the day on that one, if we can make that happen. And that's actually still last night. And oh, that's here in the morning. Whoa. Going too far, too fast here, guys. Yeah. Okay, actually, this is probably good right here for them to be zooming in on. Again, this is lava flow coming up towards, I guess it would be the northeastern side of Todoki, Mount Todoki. And you can see that lava there and the smoke. So we do have lava moving, and it is doing what it's supposed to and head down towards the coast. And hopefully it will make its way to the water. Dina, guten Abend, and Mona Alfano also here. Welcome. And let's see who else popped in. I think I got most of the people in here. So anyway, yeah, there you can actually see the mountains. Actually, no, that might be, I might have been wrong with that. Then, yeah, well, that could be kind of in between the two. Maybe we'll have to have a quick look at the map right away and see what's going on. But as you can see here, it is still steaming out at the Atlantic Ocean. Indicating that we still have hot lava moving into that area, and it is cooling off. So Jane Bench also in. Welcome. Andre, guten Abend oder guten Morgen. Let's see. Sherry Hewitt. We got Great Grandma also in the house. Welcome. Anyway, this was, well, they were panning around a little bit, so it was kind of nice that they did that. We can kind of have a look at where things are. And yeah, I was right. It's kind of right in between the two. Now that they pan back, we can see a little bit better. And of course, this was still smoking. That was this morning. And if we move ahead a little bit more, of course, they show a little bit more of the waterfront there, where it continued to do its thing. I'm not sure what that boat's doing there. I'm sure somebody will come along and chase them out or something, or they're investigating. Anything is possible. So later in the day, though, this is what it looked like. You do see some fairly decent blue sky up top. You do see a little bit of ash kind of mixed in with the steam that we're seeing in there. You see the discolored clouding, otherwise it would be all whiter in there. So you can definitely see there's ash mixed in, which is kind of interesting. Piggy is here. Hi, Piggy. Glad to have you on board. And Bob is here as well. Good to see you. Okay, so moving on a little bit more with what we had. I'm just trying to find a decent place here to see if they zoom back into, there we go. Well, they didn't zoom into it, but you can see it's a few more hours later down the road, and it is still steaming off quite a bit of that exhaust, if you will, and it certainly does look like steam rather than ash. So interesting. Dream of a Hive also in the channel. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Sharon also popped in, and let's see, did we miss anyone else? No, I think we're good for right now. Glad to have you guys on board. And anyway, let's move ahead another hour roughly, and they zoomed in a little bit more. You can see a little bit more of the smoke. We see our campers are still out there, and I did see another vehicle there earlier. Maybe we'll catch that shortly here. I don't know if it was before that or after this when we seen this. Oh, come on, do it. No, it wants to die out on me. Why does it do that? I just want to catch the other guy on there real quick. Oh, I think we had him. Come on, show it. There we go. Okay, so there's two there now. If we go ahead 10 seconds at a time, we'll be able to see them move, maybe, depending on how far back I went. Hopefully we'll see them move. Okay, let me move that ahead just a minute or two more. Well, that didn't do it. Nope, not happening yet. Oh, he disappeared. There he goes. In that shot, you can see him driving away. Down the hill. Or the UFO is departing. I don't know what you want to call it. Anyway, looks awesome. And the fact that the guys are still able to drive up there kind of makes me wonder how they're doing it, considering everything is surrounded by lava. So how are they getting out there? Are they coming off the coastline and climbing up? That's a good question, right? Anyhow, if we carry on with what they had going on here, yeah, they kind of killed it here. If we go back a little bit, yeah, they wrecked it because they stopped that video. Anyway, on there though, what I was looking at was to try to see if we had any more material coming out of the cone, and we didn't see anything out front here, but we do see that smoke and steam, and have to wonder what the heck is going on, and how come we're not seeing big piles of lava, but we aren't. And let's see if this will go all the way to the end. There we go. And that was pretty much just before it ended, and that gives you a pretty good idea. So we'll throw it back to this other scene, and let's see if we get that live. Come on, there we go. And you can see the lava flow that is just behind, to the south. It'd be to the southeast of Mount La Laguna, and of course in the background you can kind of sort of see the vent there. Okay, this here is the lava flow, so that's where it's hiding behind there. Lava. Okay, there we go. All right. Anyway, the vent, I don't know if there's too much going on there. We didn't see much on the close-ups earlier. I did want to go back on this camera because let's get rid of that big banner. Which one is that? This guy. Okay. And want to review that one real quick because it did show it fairly well. If that's the right one. Nope, that's not even the right one. Let's get back to that one. There we go. Alright, so yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Get back a little bit. Okay, so come on. Hurry up, computer. There we go. Alright, so this shows you a little bit more of that lava flow. And if you notice that lava, whoa, why is my whiteboard? Oh, I had to redo everything again. I had to restart this. You notice that is actually flowing pretty decently. So when somebody says, oh, there's hardly any lava coming, when you see that movement in there, that's a lot of lava still flowing down the hill, and it has to be going somewhere, right? So you know that we still have a tremendous amount of lava coming out of the volcano, even though it's not quite as visible. So I just wanted to point that out. That's something, and again, you know, people are saying, well, it's not erupting very much during the day. It only erupts at night. Well, this is part of the daytime yet. This is early evening. You see all that lava. That means, yes, that volcano has been erupting all day long, right? Gives you a pretty good idea. Anyway, we'll clear that and back up a little bit more. This is about 3.5 hours ago here. Just getting closer to sunset. Actually, I wanted to kind of get in between there. This is 3 hours and 7 minutes ago, just as sunset was coming up. And you can see a lot of that steam coming off of there. And again, we don't see any high ejection of material. And that kind of shows you things are a little bit quieter today. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the future with this. This may be the pre-emphasis to our shutting down, you know, I don't know what really to call it, a preface of sorts, but it's going to tell us that, yeah, this thing may not be active for too much longer. You never know, though. You really don't know. It could be just taking a nice little break, and then again, we will see tremendous changes depending on what's happening down underneath. And let's back up a little bit more. So that's about 3 hours ago. This gets us to about 4 hours ago. Kind of gives you not a bad view. This is 5 hours ago. A little bit lighter out. And again, it's still doing exactly the same thing. 6 hours ago. Kind of same as before. So, you know, we rinse and repeat multiple times here, and kind of gives you the idea. That's 7 hours. This is 8 hours ago. And again, you know, even in this shot, you're still not seeing anything coming up over the top end. So we're not seeing any of the black material coming out. Only the whiter stuff, so that obviously is steam, and at least we assume it is. It could be some other gases involved in there as well, but steam for the most part. That's 9 hours ago, and this was 10 hours ago. Now 10 hours ago we definitely seen some ash coming out. Okay, you can see it right there. So this morning it was, or well, 10 hours ago it was, doing what it's doing. So you can see the ash. We haven't seen too much of that in the afternoon though. So if we go back, let let's see, this would be about 11 hours ago. It was very hazy. They had moved the camera. Let's go back all the way to the beginning, see if they still have a nice shot in there of it or not. No, this was just when they were turning the thing down. And yeah, that's back as far as we can go, 12 hours ago on this particular stream, and it shows you exactly what it looks like and what it's been doing. So that kind of gives you a pretty good idea of what the day was. And this was, I guess the sun was coming over the ridge. But we'll put that back to live right now because that is what we're looking at. So it definitely is alive. Late greetings, Kate, welcome. Barbarian, also welcome. We're glad to have you on board. Anna and Penny Lane, welcome. Sheila Athay, welcome. Let's see, who else snuck in here? I got Penny Lane. Oh, Tweety Pie, welcome. Blue Moon also in the house. Pepe made it back. Good to have you guys on board. Rusterum also there. Good to see you again. And let's see, did I miss anyone else? Going up a little bit more. Sherry Hewitt we got. Jane Binch we got earlier. And yeah, for those who are coming in late, Sue Hayes was the one who got the cookies today. So just so you know. So Lucas didn't make it. He didn't get no cookies. Anyway, let's see. That's our volcano doing its thing right now, with a little bit of buffering from them, and not sure why, but it is. But we can see that we still have, you know, that fire fountain is continuing here during the night. And I'm glad that it is doing what it's doing. Hopefully they can get their picture figured out there and we won't have that buffering going on. It almost gets annoying, I think, if we have buffering. Anyhow, let us pop over to some of the maps, and we will take a look at what's going on. So again, this is the 3D map of La Palma. We're looking at it from the west angle downward on top of the lava flow and the area concerned. And here the red ones are the vents that were open just currently, and the yellow ones were the older ones. And right now this whole scenario of red ones will have changed because of the way the volcano is acting now. So there's a lot to be kind of try to interpreted by figuring out what the heck is going on. Anyway, getting back down here to the waterfront, we see that this has increased a little bit here, and we have not seen too much more flowing here in this area. Let's see, and our TARDIS is still intact there. Just had to point that out. And remember how this was here? This used to be a nice little beach right in here, and that was out like that. And this area here so is now all nicely filled in and looks pretty awesome. So what we were talking about earlier about that lava pushing in, and I was mentioning that it was somewhere around here, and that's what we figured it was about here, and moving forward on that other scene, if you were kind of noting what was going on there. So or it could be, well, either this area is the area of concern. Anyway, I'm not exactly 100% sure of the location. So but it is in between the two mountains. So that's kind of important and good to keep in mind. And let's see if we go to some of the other maps. This is their recent lava flow map, and it really isn't depicting as much of the lava as we would like. They did show up on the top here some of that new lava that was flowing down. We do see some along this side. This was from yesterday, and this was what was coming out yesterday. So it is getting into some new areas, and unfortunately it is causing some more destruction. Not what I wanted to see. Not something that we are happy with, but there's nothing we can do with it. Hopefully it will cease going in that path, and they will be a little better off down the road. So that gives you the idea of what the flow map is like. So if you guys want to look at these 3D maps, you can definitely get them at that link that we have. And I'm going to play this one. And of course it is La Palma 3D is the link, or the command to bring it in. Paulzilla is bringing it up now. There's the 3D map page. There are 12 different 3D maps and one 2D map on that page. You guys are more than welcome to have a look at them and see what's going on. So all cool that way. And this was the lava flow over the last little period, and as you can see, the newest stuff was down on the bottom here as it came along. So not too much new, just the edges are pinkish there, and or reddish. I guess that's the newer color. Nevertheless, it shows you what's going on anyhow. Okay, getting over to the earthquakes, and I haven't refreshed this for the last hour or so, so I'm going to do it right now. It does work fairly quickly, so we're not going to worry about that, it doing its thing. And while that is happening, I'm also going to go refresh the other one to get the latest and greatest. And as we can see, where am I here? Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Let's get it in the right map. There we go. Okay. You can see Canary Islands, of course, are these guys here. If we zoomed out a little bit, just so you can see Morocco here, Spain up a little bit further. Anyway, the area of interest, of course, is La Palma. That's the one with the flashing star here. And when we're looking at the earthquakes that have happened in the last 24 hours, we don't see anything too big. I did not notice anything in my books here that was oversized or anything like that. 3.3s, 3.4s was about the biggest I seen, unless there was one that snuck past me. And not as many of them either today. So okay, at 2:21 we had a 4.2. So I did miss that one. I didn't know it was there. Or hang on, was that the right date? I can't tell if I got that. No, that's from the 2nd. Hang on. Are we that far down already that we missed something here? 4th. Yeah, this is the 4th. I want the 5th. Yeah, so that was further back. That, boy, that must have been a lot less earthquakes. Where the heck is my start line? 4th. 4th. Here's the 5th. Okay. We can probably actually count these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 at the 2.4. Oh, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 earthquakes. There you go. That's not a heck of a lot of earthquakes for the day, considering that's a whole 24 hours, or getting pretty close to it. And I don't know, that's a lot less activity. Anyway, let's pop over to the other 3D map, and then we will look at something slightly different in there as well, with the other one I kind of line things up. Okay, so I had refreshed this one. It automatically goes to 7 days. We're going to hit the 24-hour button. And there's what happened in the last 24 hours. I'm going to zoom that in a little bit so we can see better. There we go. And there was one here in Todoki about 12 hours ago, a 2.1. And I'm wondering, yeah, 10 kilometers down. I was going to say, is that a surface one or is it way down? So it being 10 kilometers down, that is not an effect of the lava weight on top of the surface. It's too far down. Anyhow, so if we hit on the 4 button, there we don't see anything that is over 4 in the last 24 hours. If we hit the 3, we only see 3. And this one is 16 hours ago, 3.1, 13 kilometers down. This guy here, 10 kilometers down, 3.3, and happened at 1900. Or a quarter after, so it'd be 7:15. This one is 5 hours ago, according to them, 3.2 and 12 kilometers down. So again, happened at 16:14 GMT. So again, that's a few hours back. Let's pop onto the ones that are the 2s and more, and you know, there's a bunch there, but like I said, we can actually count them. We've got less than 30, and pretty cool. If we turn on all, it doesn't change any because that's what we're looking at. So, hey, Mr. Lobo Bob, welcome. Eva Rass, good to have you on board. Bo Caddy. Let's see, who else popped in? Sarah Miles. Quiet. Yeah, it's quietening down. It definitely seems that way, for sure, as far as I can tell. Yeah, I think we got most of you in there. All right, so I did say I was going to show you something slightly different, and let's do that here. So this one here is a recent chart of the depths of this is a slightly different one, but it is on that same under La Palma 2 page, and you can get at that one and be able to look at the dates. Now I've set this one from the 26th to present, so you can see when you're looking at the amount of shaking and stuff that's going on. And why don't I have my crayons on here? I'm gonna make crayons. All right, new crayons. New crayons, Piggy will be happy. Okay, so actually I think I'm gonna do that one in red. Red crayons. Piggy's not gonna be happy. Okay, so as we can see what's going on, you know, you see the peak in activity here in this area, and everything has slowed down since, and we're getting less and less and less. So this could be a definite indicator that there is something going on as things decrease in attitude from all these earthquakes. You know, when you're looking here, like our major stuff, even you know, you take your cutoff right about here. If you're looking at that, the levels down on the bottom here, and the amount of earthquakes on that side, a lots, on this side, hardly any, you know, and that's since the 3rd, it's really been going downhill. So it makes you wonder what the heck is going on, and is it on a decline? When I look at this on the back end here, I'm thinking, yeah, it's not going to be here. I think those people in La Palma are going to get reprieve for Christmas. Dr. Fox, how could you limp off your sty? What? Limp off my sty? What? I missed something. 1 minute warning. Okay. Piggy, I must have missed something. I have no idea what you were talking about there. Let's see. Yeah. So, anyhow, looks pretty cool with this, and it's nice to be able to look at this one. And again, this is also in the Under La Palma 3D2, the link that was brought up there, and hopefully you guys will be able to go to this one and kind of do your comparison. And if you want, you can make it. You can adjust the time down here. You can adjust that and put it way back here somewhere, right from the get-go, and see all of them. But I'm not going to do that. Takes a little bit to get this set just right, so I want to leave it the way it is for now, and just be able to refresh it. Anyhow, I am looking at the clock. It is time to get ready for that break. I'm going to throw it back onto here. The fire fountain is firing, and actually we have almost nice shots from all of them. I think what we will do is we'll put it there, and maybe we won't. Or maybe we will. Okay, I'm going to see what I can do with the other one there. Just give me a second. I'm going to try to refresh the other one and see if that will make the buffering go away. That's not that one. That is this one. Nope, that is not that one. That is this guy. I don't know if I can make that buffering go away. That's on their end. There's something going on. I wonder if they're sending in lower stream rate or something. Anyway, I'll leave it on there for now. There we go. We'll leave it like this, and that should be okay for right now. So please, if you've just joined, by all means do hit that like button if you haven't done so already, if you're liking what you're seeing. I see Rusty Bolts and Janice is in here. Jojo is back. Welcome, you guys. Sarah Miles telling me it's time. Terry Curry there. I think I might have seen you earlier. But anyway, I'm going to go on my break. Keep smiling. If that one buffers too much, I am going to just switch it to that screen number 1 there, and we'll let that fire fountain continue. That buffering drives me crazy. Let's see. We'll just switch it now. Okay, guys, hit that like button if you haven't hit it already. And if you are new and you have not yet subscribed and you like what's going on, please do consider hitting that subscribe button if we've earned it. As well as if you need to know when the stream is on, you can take a look down in the description. It clearly tells you the times. As well as remember that the weekday times and weekend times are different. Also, if you need to know any of the shortcuts, there's a bunch of them down there to bring up the links to the maps and all those different features that we do have on here in the bot. So please don't hesitate to use those. And all cool. When I come back from my break, we will head over to Iceland to try to figure out what the heck is going on over there. The charts are going nuts. We should be seeing lava. Anyway, on that note, I'm DrFox2000 here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where it is minus 18 degrees Celsius or 0 Fahrenheit, and snow on the ground, and of course, time to take a break. I'm going for a Pepsi. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I took my little break, and we're good to go for a little while here. So, welcome everyone. And for those just joining, I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. And right now, of course, you're looking at Cumbre Vieja volcano in La Palma, out there in the Canary Islands. Here is actually Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, is where I am, and that's about 7,000 kilometers away from that fire fountain. So, I did promise that we would go over and have a look at Iceland and see what the heck is going on there. And there are all kinds of weird things going on there, and I'm a little bit baffled with the actions or what is happening there. Kind of confuses a guy a little bit. So let's go over and have a look at the camera. And of course the camera, they've moved it somewhat, and it is a little bit confusing if you looking at it. And of course this was from MBL. This is their close-up cam, and they've actually turned it to the north for some reason, and they are actually looking at Kalir rather than the other one. And I do believe that's Kalir right there. This is Meridalia, the valley, and our volcano would be up the hill over around the corner. So kind of gives you a little bit of an idea what's going on. And of course you see a lot more snow there, so we know it was snowing. And if we go to actually further in the day here, it was horrible weather as far as visibility, and snow falling, some rain, some snow turned into that, and continued to be that till later on, and cleared enough that we could see the lights of Reykjavik, the capital city, and that's over there, and Kalir is right about there, and we don't see anything else happening. So that's kind of weird that we're not seeing anything. Anyway, let's pop over and we're going to look at the rumble chart, as we call it, which is the harmonic tremor chart for Philadelphia, and that is basically our volcano there that we're looking at or looking into, and that is the chart there. And what I'm seeing here, I would have expected to see some lava somewhere, but we did not. So very, very interesting. Yeah, so that makes me wonder what the heck is going on. And we definitely see everything up where it should be to be able to see an eruption. So the fact that things are plugged up there, I'm wondering if there's other things going on there that we know nothing about. Anyhow, let's scroll down. I want to scroll down to the one for Grimsvatn, and that should be Grimsfjall right there. And look at that, and we see that it has gone up, peaked, and is dropping on both the both colors here, the blue and the green. Definitely down a bunch, and our purple is humming and hawing down in the bottom, and not sure what the heck is going on there, but it's interesting to see that we do have that much activity. And I just wanted to kind of point out something. From about here onward, on most of these charts, we see a lot of little spikes. And when we're looking at them, you know, I don't know, this one's all of them, but yeah, here's a good example on this one. You know, what the heck is going on? Something in that area is definitely happening, and not sure what to make of it. So the other one I wanted to check out was a little further down, which is not Grimsey, Grindavik, and this is what I wanted to see. And here it's kind of interesting to see that as well. And it is definitely on a decline. It did go up. So the activity would have been closer to Grindavik than to our other volcano by a little bit, looking at the height of the numbers here. And that may be something happening a little closer to the power plant perhaps, or something like that. Anyway, let's pop over to the, oh, I did zoom in there. Actually, I wanted to refresh that before we did that. My bad. Oh, come on. Click on it. There we go. My bad. What's the other one? Oh, yeah. So, we'll start with this one, actually, just to look at what's going on. So, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Right in here, of course, that is Ragnar. That's the one that we're looking at, and a lot of people are always asking, well, where are these other ones? Okay, Grimsvatn is right there, just so you know. Astja up in here, and that is important. Hekla is the other one that we were looking at, or kind of keeping an eye on. That is right here, and the other one that you guys can take a look at is this guy here, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I think Preston Nuclear, Preston Nuclear. I am not sure. Something like that. Anyway, there's some activity right around where that is. So let's go back to the other map. And there's that activity right there that I was referring to. Anyway, we will start out at the top, though. We're pretty close to being dead accurate here anyway. This thing is only about 40 minutes old, or 30 minutes old from last time I took it. Anyway, so we're just going to take a quick look. Yesterday's stuff there, 9 kilometers down, 1.5. There's a couple others in there. I think they're older, very small. So I'm not going to worry about those guys. This may be fresh. I don't know yet. We'll have a look. And we know there was a bunch out here that were from yesterday. Yeah, and that is this guy as well. Is this a fresh one? They look the same color to me. And yeah, this was here yesterday. So I'm going to leave that alone. Nothing too major happening up in the north end of the island. Let's zoom into Astja area, and here we see that we have nothing new. Okay, this is all from yesterday. Is this a new one? Yeah, no, yesterday as well. 11 kilometers down, 0.7 magnitude, really not indicating anything. And again, we have a bunch of little ones scattered throughout, and tells me there's something going on underneath, but it doesn't tell me what. Anyway, before we get to Grimsvatn, let's have a look at this guy here and see what's going on. I do believe this might be new. And no, from yesterday, late yesterday, 1.9, 5 kilometers down on that one. And what is that little guy? I think that's from yesterday as well. Yep, it is. A 11 kilometers down. So nothing spectacular right there. These are older ones. We're not going to worry about them. But this is Grimsvatn, and this is the one that we're going to have a look at. We know we've had over 50 meters of ice drop or melt. The ice level is that much less. So a lot of our earthquakes will be surface earthquakes. This one is from today. We got a 2. It shows at 2 kilometers down. Happened at 11:15 or 11:16 a.m. This particular one here, also today, 11:30 a.m. 1.2, 2 kilometers down. Gives you a pretty good idea. That one, this one might be from yesterday. It is 2 or 1, and that one's not showing a depth. So likely that was a surface shake. This looks like a newer one here. And it is from 12:03 p.m. 1.2, and again not showing a depth. so likely a surface movement. And this looks like yesterday's. No, today's as well. 6:14 or just about 6:15 in the morning. A 1.13 kilometers down. Pretty interesting. These little guys are probably just movement ones. That's from yesterday, 2 clicks down and 0.9. I do believe this one here might be newer. And yes, from today it was at about 42 minutes into the hour of the new hour, or the new day, I should say, and a 1.5 in magnitude. Again, no depth indicated, so likely a surface shaker, probably ice movement causing that noise. Where is this little guy? This might be from yesterday. These two right there. No, this today, 4:50 a.m. or 4:51, just about. A 0.9. So again, likely ice movement. And this one, 5:40 a.m., a 1.1. Again, no depth, so surface is very likely. So that kind of gives you what's going on there. And if our indicators of the seismic charts are correct, with it kind of dropping off a little bit, well, we may not see anything happen, but hopefully we will. Anyway, this going down here, this is Hekla area, of course. That might be from yesterday yet. I don't believe there was anything new. Yeah, that is the 1.38 kilometers down from yesterday. So we'll zoom back out a little bit. We'll go up to this one that I was mentioning earlier. And in this area we have a little cluster of 3, just about 6 a.m., 2.6 magnitude, and it was 9 kilometers down. This one here is 6 kilometers down, 1.8, just a little while later. And then we have a third one here that was actually preceding both of those, 6 kilometers down, a 2. So kind of interesting to see that we've got something happening there. Don't know what it is. And let's see, we got this red dot here. Why did that move a little bit? Let's do that. Okay, that's better. We had this guy here. Not sure if that was yesterday. No, today, 10:49 a.m. 9 kilometers down, 1.8 in magnitude. And interesting. So anyway, let's get out to our Reikins Peninsula. If you're not familiar with this area, this up here is Reykjavik, the capital city. Down here is the airport, and that's the Keflavik airport. This little town down here is Grindavik, and there you can see it. And when people speak of the Blue Lagoon, it's right there. And your power plant is right in that area. Now, one of the things we were just saying about was the earthquakes. It's almost like the one on Grindavik's side is showing more movement than the other one. I just wanted to look at this one, 0.9, 6 kilometers down at 6 a.m. Okay, so that's kind of interesting that that one is in between, and I'm wondering if that was something to do with why our chart started to drop again. So and over here, this cluster is pretty much all yesterday and before. So yeah, these little guys really haven't done much, and I don't know if that's anything to worry about. And we're going to zoom in on this area, of course, just to kind of give you the lowdown. Our volcano is actually right there, and that's Ragnar. This valley here is Geldingadarlar. This is Meridalja. This is where the camera was looking. That camera was actually located somewhere on here, and we were looking in that direction. So that's what it was seeing, and it wasn't looking back over here where it normally looks. Gives you an idea of what's going on there, but we don't see anything new in here at all. All the speckles of everything are pretty much really tiny of the new stuff. And again, this is from yesterday. I don't think any of these are from today. So I'm kind of wondering what is causing the charts to go sky high like that. And it's really interesting. So let's see, where are we here? So we covered those, and then I'm trying to figure out what's causing our major shaking. And the stuff at Grindavik being larger in size really makes me wonder what the heck is going on. So we got, and the only earthquake we see is this little guy. So are we missing something? We know the ones out in the water here, these are older, so they're not the ones that are causing anything right now. And these ones here, I do believe they're all from yesterday, yeah. So it's kind of a question mark for me, I guess. Anyway, zooming back out, so in general, we do have a bunch of seismic activity, but I'm not able to make heads nor tails out of what to say about it being any type of predictor, because we've seen the charts showing that this Grimsvatn is heading down again, and we did see that the FAF chart for our area of Ragnar is also headed back down. So it's one of those things. I don't know what to come up with here for a hypothesis of what's going on, but I'm sure you guys can work on your own, and we'll see what we get. Anyhow, let's pop back over to the volcano, see what it's doing. The long range from the harbor is definitely showing the cone and some activity up top. If we go to this one showing the cone itself, definitely doing its thing. Has the other one stopped buffering? I'm wondering. And we will go to the other one, and yeah, it stopped. No, it didn't stop buffering. It's got fuzzy too. I'm going to leave it on this one though, and we will see if we can improve that picture just a tad. Let me see, this one now changed. Okay, poor signals. All right, where'd the other one go? We'll see if we can crank that up a little bit. No, that is on high. So, okay, quality is what it is on that one. But I will leave it there. At least it shows the fountain with, we actually do have two vents going right at that point. You can see the one that's pushing out the black smoke in the foreground, and of course the fire fountain in the background. So we know we have at least two that are active right there. And that should be about it. So let's see. On that note, for those who are in the channel, if you have not yet hit that like button and you do enjoy what you're seeing, please do hit the like button. It really does help out with the YouTube analytics, and I would really like to see that number go up a bunch more. And for those who are new and have not yet subscribed, and you want to see more of these lovely streams, by all means do hit that subscribe button if we've earned that from you today. And don't forget to hit that bell notification as well. That way you will get notified, hopefully, that the stream is on. And YouTube isn't always on the ball with that. Someone mentioned that they got notified at 2 or 3 a.m. The next day, which is kind of weird. I know I have gotten it about 12 hours later before, so pretty different, pretty cool, pretty silly, but always nice that you know, they do eventually get there. It's like sending mail. It may take 100 years to get there, but it will sooner or later. On that friendly note, like I say, don't forget to hit the like button. I am your host, DrFox2000. I'm going to go for a break. When we come back from the break, we will look at our bacon seeds. And then we're going to go, maybe we'll go to Hawaii, and maybe we'll go to Sicily or someplace. I don't know. We'll see where we can go. And we'll see what's happening around the world. So don't go away. I'm your host, Dr. Fox 2000. Be back in 5 minutes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've turned the microphone back on, and now I gotta sneeze for some reason. Took a drink of Pepsi, and all of a sudden, no, maybe I don't want to sneeze. All right, let's see. Terry Curry says spell checker error. Terry, it's not a spell checker. It's auto incorrect is a feature you've got turned on in your Windows there, and it does that all by itself. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, Dina, I don't know if we can move you to someplace warmer. I was actually thinking, Hawaii, the big island, if I'm on the western side of it, that's pretty nice over there, somewhere near Paulzilla. I think that'd be neat. And that would definitely be a different time zone. And that probably would conform to be a little bit better for Europe if I started my time then. I don't know. We'll have to take a look. Anyway, I did promise bacon seeds. I am going to deliver. So Aaron Horton also on the planet, as well as Geo Planet Jane. Grandma B is here. Jack Snow made it back. Adam Stachwell, I hope I said that right. Welcome. Sunflower, or Joe Sunflower, also here. Good to have you on board for the second half. And Oz is in the house. Sarah Miles also here. Raymond, welcome all you guys. Janice, I don't know if you were here earlier, but got you in now, so all good. London Eye, welcome. Let's see, we got Dina already, and I'm just going up to see who else I might have missed. I do believe I have most of you. P. Varco, you retracted something, not sure what you said, but anyway, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Garabandal also back in the house. Good to see you. George Kuto, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, I think I got most of the other ones. All right. Oh, Penny Lane, of course, in here. Penny says the Java volcano. I did not get any updates from today on the Java volcano, but I will rerun yesterday's little clip that we had, just so you can see what started out there. But I did look for information, and I just really couldn't find anything. I don't know why. All of a sudden, it's like nobody had anything new, and pretty disconcerting, I think. Okay, something like that. Anyway, let's get on with our bacon seeds. So the first one, of course, is one that somebody really wants to keep. And this is courtesy of dreamstime.com. And that is their beautiful bacon bit picture there, or bacon seed. And we will go on to the next one. And I do like that one, though. He looks like he's having a good time being squished in there. A very awe moment. And yeah, he's a sweetie. Good looking little porker. And now this one is out and about in the grass yet. So obviously not anywhere near here, and dressed up in the finery. Does look like a girl pig, so a piggy, and definitely got some fuzzies on the head there. Pretty cool looking. And of course, here's our next one, and this is our more of a holiday piggy, sending us happy holiday greetings. And looks like is about to push the ornament off the. I think that's what the plan is. It's going, okay, snout, place snout on side of ornament and push, and watch it shatter. Okay, so yeah, very tiny little piggy, and it is absolutely cute. So. Thank you, Piggy, for sending those in. Awesome as usual, and keeps us smiling and happening, and really does make it something special for in here. So, Okay, so having said all those good things, I did say I was going to replay that other video of yesterday from Semeru volcano in Indonesia on in East Java on Java Island, and here it is. So this was what they were dealing with yesterday or running away from, and a lot of people over there a little bit on the frightened side. So yeah, so that was, boy, that's just nasty, watching that pyroclastic cloud and flow coming up there, and then it kept on going and going and going. Now, I didn't get measurements or anything like that of what they were saying, but it was quite high. Dumped a lot of material out very, very quickly. So I'm going to be working on trying to get some updates on this later. Didn't have any time this morning to look beyond the simple little search I did. So hopefully we will see something, and we'll be able to come up with some more info for tomorrow's stream. So it does show you it is quite a blast area. So definitely has some pyroclastic material going up there. Yeah, that is, you're welcome, Penny Lane, no worries. But again, this is from yesterday, so it's got at least 14 people. Oh, wow. Colin, I didn't realize 14 fatalities. That's a shame. That's a shame. You know, that's pretty nasty, but yeah, that is terrible. Thoughts go out to those loved ones of those people. Yeah, that is the bad side of this. Okay, so yeah, and of course this was when they were seeing the people running 100 injured. Okay. Yona is in the house. Welcome, Yona. Glad to have you in here from Iceland. We were looking at Iceland, trying to figure out if we're going to get a volcano or not happening there, and keeping our fingers crossed that we do see something. So our news says 14 and 50 plus injured. Rescue crews can't get to the people because of the thick mud. And yes, right at the very end of this scene, you will see here, the end scene for this shows the pyroclastic river right there, with all that mud and that material moving down that hill. Now, when we see it, there's big rocks and everything else in there. So if somebody was to fall into that, they'd be done pretty quick because of the amounts of bombardments of rocks and everything. But also that material coming down the hill is just not good for you. It really, really is not. So that's kind of what that is. Anyway, that gives you a little thing on Java anyway. I did say we were going to pop over to Hawaii, so that is our picture of our crater of Kilauea today. And of course that is at 9:06 a.m. We can probably try to update that and see if it got any better. But that is the picture that we had so far today. And yeah, this is at 11:27 a.m. or just about 11:28. And it does actually show the crater a little bit in the forefront there. You can see some of the edges, but nothing really fantastic to write home about. Very foggy day there. So Paul Zilla brought up the link for it. If you want to go look at these pictures or the map from the USGS, which is right there, and we'll squish it down a little bit. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so you can see where we're actually at as far as the Hawaiian Islands. and that's the big island of Hawaii itself. This is Maui and Oahu, and I don't know if they put the names on the little guys here or not. Yeah, Lanai and what is this? Molokai. Molokai? I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but anyway, yeah, Maui Me lives there. Paul Zilla lives there, and then Duchess of Elements lives over here in this one. So they're the ones who got them. They got there before us, and I think Steve Allen or somebody, one of those billionaires, bought this one for $60 million back, I don't know, about 10 years ago or something. Anyhow, pretty cool. Let's zoom in here, see what's happening at Kilauea and the immediate area. Our swarms of earthquakes continue in here. 2.1 is the latest one, a 2 here, and I don't know if they're the latest. Yeah, this, yeah, probably. So anyway, 20 miles down roughly for both of them. That's kind of the status quo for these things in this area, and it's doing what it's doing. Unfortunately, not much we can change. What's going on here? Okay. Okay, I hope that you didn't hide them for putting that link in there. Snowstorm in Iceland, watch, yeah, snowstorm. Paulzilla, okay, as long as you didn't, Paulzilla, I hope you didn't ban them for that. It looked like you banned them. Hide this user? No, I don't want to hide. Wormhand didn't do anything wrong. Don't hide him. Wormhand, you still in there somewhere? Hopefully. If we don't see that, I'm going to double check here because it looked like it was hidden. He was hidden by you, Paul. So I don't know if that's what happened there. So we don't want him hidden. Oh, Wormhand's still there. Okay, good. It looked a little funny there, and I didn't think that was quite right, but no problem. We're all good. Yeah, the links don't work in here. Wormhand, if you do have a link, please do send it to me in my email, and I will have a look at it and see if we can do that. But we've got it set up so that people can't put links in, only the mods and higher. And the reason for that is because there's spam people that come in and they'll bombard you with links really quickly. So that's why we do that, and not, Paulzilla wasn't trying to be offensive or anything like that. It's just, he's just doing his job, right? So all cool. Anyway, getting back to Hawaii here. So our earthquakes, pretty status quo. And let's zoom in here a little bit. That's where our crater is for Kilauea, and we were looking at it. So anyway, if you guys want to have a look at it yourself, you definitely can. They do have the 4 cameras there, as well as the gas metering, GPS, and tilt meters. Also, the other ones are your seismometers, or seismographs, if you want to call them that. And you can see actually on here, I'm surprised at this one. This looks a little bit different today, and you can see a lot more pulses. So something funny is going on. I'm wondering what's up with that. So before, these were really thin squiggly lines like about in here, and now we're seeing a lot of pulses in here. And I'm wondering, is there something going to happen? Is it going to blow? And hopefully things will work out. How do I find your email? Says Mars 2028. Mars 2028. You write it down while I'm telling it to you. That way I don't print it in here, and we will all be good with it. So My email is DrFox, like Dr. Fox, no dots, no nothing in between, DrFox at shaw.ca, and that is shaw.ca, so shaw.ca. Hopefully you got that, and that will be good if you can email it to me. That's all cool, and I don't mind getting them. And as I mentioned before about receiving material, I do appreciate everything that is sent in to me. I don't mean to sound rude when I say I don't use some of it, because some of it we can't use. Also, sometimes when somebody sends something in, it may be a screenshot of something, and if we see that screenshot, well, I do have access to the material that happened within the last 12 or 14 hours, typically because of my system setup here, and I can usually capture the live segment of that rather than a still shot. And so when I see somebody sends me some of these still shots, it's wonderful, because especially if the time is on there, I can go back to roughly that time and actually capture that myself, rather than having it from a restreamer. So that would be, that's kind of the thing. So it is all appreciated, everything that is sent to me, and we definitely try to look at as much of it as we can. And I know I have some wonderful contributors here, like Aurelio, as an example, who just happened to pop in. He is one of the guys that sends stuff in on a regular basis, and I don't mind. Some of it I can use, some of it I can't. And he's a wonderful person, and I appreciate him doing that. Right, Aurelio? Leo Carlson also here. I don't know if I mentioned your name earlier. Let's see, Sophia Jensen also in the house. Lisa, we got you earlier, I think. And trying to just look real quick. William Kershaw III also here. And who else? Did I miss anyone else? I think I got most of you good people. Dodger's in the house. Got Dodger? All right. Looking up a little bit more. No, I think we're all good. Okay, cool. So, anyhow, let's see. What time is it now? We were looking at Hawaii. I wanted to go to... I did get one shot. There's really no new activity at Mount Etna today. You can see that fine stream coming off. So we do have a little bit of smoke coming out of Etna. And this was from earlier at 6:17 a.m. today. Or hang on. Was it today? They don't have their clock set right. Or their... calendar, because that was from today's stream. I got that. So yeah, they're out a bunch of days. The month isn't working, those silly guys. And that was from their live stream that we captured that. So well, anyway, we'll put it back on our all cam lookout here. Actually, let's go back to this one first. I wanted to go back. It was kind of a nice sunset scene that we seen. And let's see if we go back to... Let's just do the whole day here. So, from the observatory, this is basically what the day looked like. You can see above the clouds very easily. So you know where the clouds were sitting, and you can see them actually flowing over top of the... into the mountain valley there, into the crater. And anyway, as we carry on a little bit here, let's go to 10 hours ago, and that's what it looked like. So it was still pretty calm, and then 8 hours ago gives you a little bit further. Again, we're not seeing a lot of material coming up as far as off-gassing or plumes coming out of the volcano, and that would be right down in here somewhere. But we do see some of this, so we know there's heating going on, and that's some of that steam that's coming up. Just wanted to throw that in there. And Catherine Fall, good morning from Tasmania, Australia. Good morning, Catherine. Glad to have you on board. Let's see. So this is 7 hours ago. Time is going by. A little more there. Let's go 5 hours ago, roughly. You do see a little bit more. Oh, yeah, my mouse does actually show there. Okay, a little bit more on that plume right there of the off-gassing, but it's not as much as before. And then we get into about a half an hour later, it starts to look a little gold as the sun is setting. And we'll go here time-wise. You can see it going down. Kind of a nice scene, but we're not seeing the golden glow till about there. There you can see it. And again, on this particular picture, our cone is right about there, and you're not seeing that much light coming off of it. What you are seeing here is a good portion of the light that's actually being generated by the lava flow. And later on you're going to see more in this area here, which is the city of Los Llanos. So that's kind of where that light is coming from, and the differences, just so you kind of see. And let's get back. And of course this is about 2 hours ago is what that looked like. So and it's been kind of the same since. There you go, that's back to live on that one. And I am looking at the clock. It looks like we are getting to break time for me again. And we do still have that other one buffering. I don't know why it keeps doing that. This is the long range shot. You do still see the volcano erupting, and you do still see a glow from the lava stream, but that glow has somewhat diminished, so that lava is probably not moving quite as fast anymore, and has gotten cooled off on top. As soon as it does that, of course, it starts to turn dark or blacken, and then it's not emitting as much light anymore. And that point, if it gets too cool on the outside, it can definitely build a crust right over the flow pattern, and be able to literally get a lava tube formed, and the flow continues underneath, but on top there's nothing there. So let's see. Okay, yeah, I think that's about good for right now. I'm going to put it back onto our fire fountain. As long as it's erupting, we want to kind of show that. And spam, how come you're spamming? Velvets with what? Pimentos and mayonnaise. Oh, okay. All right, somebody sounds like somebody's cooking some food there or something. Anyhow, for those people who are in the stream, if you haven't yet hit that like button, now would be a good time to help us out. Also wanted to throw in there, if you haven't subscribed and you like what you're seeing, and the show with the commentary and all the fine people that are in the chat, by all means do hit that subscribe button. Barbarian, how come you're spamming so much? That's not good, you know. We don't want that kind of spam. There. Okay. We don't want spam. So please, quit spamming. All right, you guys. I'm your host, DrFox2000, going for my 5-minute break. Don't go away. Don't eat any spam. Yes, I understand where it's from, Barbarian. And the killer rabbit will be after you shortly. Okay? I'll be back, you guys. Keep smiling. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Thank you. Okay, got the microphone back on. I'm supposed to scare the cat. I gotta whisper. I gotta freak all the kitties out. Here, cat. Poppets. Poppets, what are you doing? Poppets, can you hear me? Okay, that should be enough to freak out the cat. Was it fun, Piggy? Did we get Poppets going? Gotta love it. Anyway, Flinders, welcome, and no, I don't have a cat. Piggy does, though. She's got several of them, and you freak 5 out then. Okay, I freaked 5 out by doing that, by calling Poppets. And, of course, when you whisper, they listen more, right? If you yell at them, they close their ears and they go like, yeah, right. But when you whisper, the cats listen and they react. So, pretty cool. Anyhow, 6 cats and Poppets growled. Poppet growled? Are you for real, Piggy? I have Rocky, my bloodhound. Did Rocky the bloodhound react, Paulzilla? I'm just curious. Ginger cat, he's right, little diva. Oh, a little, okay. Felix the cat. Okay. Yeah. 4 felines here too. Geoplanet Jane. Wow, there's a lot of furry stuff. No fun as you're not normal loudness. So you were whispering. Nothing can be heard. Oh, people were hearing me. I guess you just don't have your volume quite as high, Dina. And not a problem. And we'll keep our voice up here and make things happen. Anyway, a couple other people I see that snuck in here, and I don't know if I think I said hi to Christopher already. Hans, I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. And Liz Markman-Moyler also back in here, as well as Jane Bench. I think you were there earlier, so good. Glad to have you good folks back on board, and all good in that respect. And I'm just trying to figure out what we're going to talk about here for the last 20 minutes of our show for today, since I've got pretty much not too much more, I guess, is what we can say. I can talk a little bit about last night's trip down Candy Cane Lane. Typically, Candy Cane Lane is opened right at the beginning of December. Apparently, this year, and I didn't bother reading anything, apparently this year it doesn't open till the 10th. So that is next Saturday. So, of course, those good people that came along on the ride yesterday, we're going to do it again next Saturday evening around the same time. And it may take a little bit longer, but we have learned a couple things from doing that other trip, and we're going to do a few things a little bit differently. I have some other plans here which may give a little bit higher quality visuals, and that's what I'm kind of trying to get at. So we'll see how things happen, and hopefully we can make it go. Kim Raudenbush finally got here. Number 217. Thank you, Kim, for hitting that thumbs up. Appreciate it, and glad you made it into the stream. Oz, yeah, okay. Oh, you loved last night. Glad you loved it, Oz. And yeah, we're going to try to do that again, only do it right. Dinkle Storm Chaser also in the house. Welcome, as well as Steen. Welcome. Glad to have you back. So good to have you fine folks on board. Let's see. Gary Cox also made it back in, and let's see who else. Who else? I think we got everybody else. Wolf. Kim, I always do. It's just sometimes I'm busy talking about other things. Welcome, Lane. Glad to have you back as well as Raymond. So good. I'll be in Paradisian and Nerd Convention. I'll catch the replay. Oh, okay. No worries. Yeah, I'm trying to get through that and figure it out. So, all this chatter about bunnies and what things are moving too fast here, and I had to rep for Warner Brothers. Okay, we don't. Oh, you got a rep Warner Brothers Wabbit? You got a Warner? Okay. Well, I don't know what that Warner Brothers rabbit looks like, but I did have some rabbits I was going to show yesterday, and I never did. And I'm going to see if I can take the opportunity to do that now, since I did want to show them. It's just I got to find where the heck I saved them. I know I saved them somewhere, and I think it might have been in the bacon seed folder. We'll have to take a look and see if I can see bunnies. They were cute, and I wanted to share them. Let's see. Oh, there they are. All right, I found some. So let's. I will get these pictures loaded up here real quick, and then we will show these little bunnies. And they were too cute. We had to show them. We have to show it. It is a necessary evil, and you guys can definitely go ah once you see them, and you will. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. And okay, let's hide those and get the last one loaded. And that is this guy. And okay, so for the bunnies, here we go, real quick. I wanted to, wascoey wabbits. There's one, and that's a cute little feller. He's just a little one, okay, in a box. So anyway, I'm not sure who he is. Don't know his name, but anyway, we'll go to the next one, and that is how small these things are at the beginning, I guess, and pretty cool. Tina, yes, BB does come during the day. Not always though. Summertime, she's here all the time. Here's another shot, and you see how tiny that little one is, and it feels so safe and so cuddly, and yeah, I just figured I'd show these guys. And those were the ones I wanted to show yesterday, so totally forgot. But look how tiny the ears are. Oh, he hasn't grown at all yet. Just a little baby. Anyway, wanted to share those. We'll go back to our multi-screen on the volcano. No, maybe not. We're seeing that buffering still on that one feed, and that's the TV La Palma feed. It keeps doing that. I don't know why, but it is doing. So let's actually, I think we'll just pop over to this guy here. And a little bit on the red side, but it is showing us the fire fountain material. Yeah, our bit rate is good here, Sarah Miles. I don't know why you would be buffering. Um, yeah, okay, let's see what else. Dr. Fox just sent you everything update on the volcano in South America. Oh, South American volcano. Okay, haven't got anything yet. Did you send it the fast way around or the slow way around? We're waiting for it. Hey, let's get rid of that guy. There we go. Perfect. No. Uh-oh. Fuego is in central. Well, there we go. Okay. Hey, somebody hit Grandma B. Don't do that. Oops. Grandma B, hang in there. They accidentally did that. It's all right. It's trying to hit and miss here. It's all good though. Grandma B is there. Yeah, you're there. I fixed it. Okay, thank you, Arizona Snowman. It happens, guys. Don't fret. Don't worry. Don't panic. Don't be mad. It's all. It's just the way it is. Paul Zilla says, "Okay, it's not me this time." It happens, guys, and I understand these things. You know, it's sometimes the thing moves. I've done it before myself. I've tried to nail Lucas multiple times, and he keeps moving. And sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. It's all in fun, and we do understand. So, no poppets, bad kitty, yeah, and even the cat got in there and did it. It's hiding the trolls. Yep. All good, and nothing to worry about there. So, and it wasn't Poppet. Yeah, okay. So, well, if it wasn't Poppet, then that's all cool. It's just still funny. Anyway, we wanted to go over, have a look at the weather. I wanted to kind of look at that, and let me get onto the right screen here. That way we can look at the weather. Anyway, we don't want North America. We want to go over to Canary Islands. And there's our Canary Islands. And Africa, of course. Look at this purple stuff here. Look at that. 30 Celsius. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God. 31 C. All over here. 32 C. That's awesome. You know, that's nice. Really, really nice temperatures. And then you get up here in Morocco, actually kind of cool in here. I'm surprised that it's 6, 7, 8 degrees. That's a little cool for there, but nevertheless, even Spain is looking pretty cool right now. Yeah, 1 degree Celsius in Spain on the northern parts. Brr. Look at that, -4 up in the Caliento area, and wow, -5. That's cold. Okay, I don't want to go to Spain. I want to go to La Palma. Actually, Tenerife is probably good. Anyway, looking at temperatures in this area, of course, you see 20 degrees Celsius, 21, 22 out in the ocean here, just around it. If we go to wind speeds, that's kind of the same as the currents that we're looking at. Gives you an idea of where the direction is going. And typically we have it coming off and going to the south. Right now it's going out to the west. So the draw is slightly different, and that's because of the angle of the wind coming in to the island and doing its thing. So if we zoom in a little bit more, you can kind of see how that wind is turning. Okay. And it is taking some of that smoke and blowing it back over top of Tazacorte and those places. rather than keeping it down, blowing it to the southwest here. So interesting to see. And as far as precipitation, right now that's what we're seeing. We've got 2 millimeters happening on the side there, 0.2 millimeters and 0.1 millimeter coming through. So that's going to give them a little bit of rain for a while, but not long. We do see some extra stuff up top here. And again, you know, that island creates a really dead spot right behind it. That's always interesting to see. And the other ones don't as per se. So anyway, going back out, want to look at some of these other ones. These are the storms, of course, that are happening in the Atlantic, and it's not too bad. We do have what looks like a storm coming into I guess it'd be Guyana, French Guiana, and top end of Brazil there, so Suriname or someplace like that, in that general area, and they are getting drenched. 5 millimeters, 5.8 millimeters in some areas. So of course you got to remember that's partially a tropical rainforest, so for them to get rain is not uncalled for. Anyway, I did want to put it back onto temperatures, and again 32 degrees, that kind of thing. Lots of warm temperatures there, but I want to take you up to Canada just for a minute. And you know, that purple looks so nice when it keeps you warm, but you notice over here on the other end of the scale, they ran out of colors and they had to use the bad ones over here. And of course, we're going to zoom into where Edmonton is, and look at that, minus 19 degrees Celsius. And if we go up a little bit further north, there, minus 33 in those areas. That's pretty chilly. Okay, and if we zoom out a little bit more, we'll go right to the very northern portions of, and the town of Alert is up here, minus 30 degrees Celsius right now, northern parts of Canada anyway. And here we are looking in the Yukon, and that's where some of our extreme temperatures are, minus 47 degrees Celsius. And that is only bettered by, oh, there's minus 48. So that is pretty darn cold. So if we go over into Siberia, we will find a few spots that are a little bit colder. Hang on, right there. Minus 50 degrees Celsius in Siberia. So just a lovely day in Siberia today. Make sure you bring your warm clothing, and your underclothing and your overclothing and your outer layer of whatever you need just to keep warm. That's it. That's all. Only minus 50 degrees Celsius. That is about minus 61 degrees Fahrenheit. If I'm not mistaken, somewhere thereabouts. I may be just slightly off, but oh, hang on, minus 51. We had one there where it's minus 51. There you go, minus 51 Celsius. Keep your face covered. No kidding. There's a town in Russia that has minus 70 degree winters. Yes, and that is here in Siberia, in this area. It's crazy cold there. As soon as you get back up to the ice, it's a little bit warmer. And right now, I'm not exactly sure where Moscow should be, somewhere in here. Let's see, where are we here? I'm trying to get the lay of the land here. St. Petersburg got to be over here somewhere in this area, I think, or here. Anyway, 25, 28 Celsius. Moscow has got to be over here, minus 4. The cold hasn't gotten down there yet, so when that goes back down, then you'll get winter over here in Germany and those other areas too. But I just wanted to share those cold temperatures with everyone, just so you kind of get the idea of what the world is like. So we have a little cold. Yeah, it's just a little cold. La Palma is looking like a really nice place to live right now. So it's cold in Fairbanks, but warmed up quite a bit today. Cool. Well, good, Lisa. Thank you. Awesome. We're like reptiles. We need perfect temp. Yeah. 78 degrees Fahrenheit. About 22, 23 degrees Celsius. Yeah. I get frostbite at 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes. You mean 10 Celsius, Paul? Yeah. Just imagine minus 50 Celsius. Let's just say if you dump your cup of coffee out onto the ground, it will be frozen before it hits the ground. Just so you know. Oh, that's lots of fun. Anyway, looking at the end of the stream here, so we'll leave that alone. Go back to our volcano, see what else it's doing. They kind of zoomed in on this. We do see a little bit more lava lighting up the area again from this view, and we do see the fountain working its way, and it's doing its magic, and of course a lot more shine right here in that area in general, and indicating that we have a large lava flow that is exposed to the air, and we can see the light coming off of it. And yes, it is a much warmer feeling than that minus 51 degrees Celsius, and it is an awesome view. Dream of a Hive, thank you. I like it, and that's kind of, I want to see a little bit more of that fountain though. It needs to work harder. We'll see how it goes. Anyhow, we are basically at the end of the stream for today, and I want to say thank you everyone for being here, and it is really cool that you've always always come back and enjoy the stream even more. For those who have not yet hit that like button, please do consider it if you feel that we've done a yeoman's job and done justice for the stream today. I want to thank the moderators, and they've done an awesome job again today, as usual, which is really, really good, and do appreciate all of them. So thank you, Morgan, thank you, Piggy, thank you, Paulzilla, and thank you, C&D Boy, or Bob, and really appreciate your assistance with everything that you guys do. Great work, and thank you. Also want to thank my super chatters. Only had the one today, which is great. That's enough to pay the light bill for the stream, so we're all good that way. And anyway, I'm going to say have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful evening. Take it easy, be good. Just want to remind everyone tomorrow is Monday, so the stream is on later. And also want to remind everyone that we will be doing another candy cane lane run next Saturday, since this last one here was, I'm just going to say it was a trial run, okay? So we'll leave it at that, and we'll see how much better we can do next time. And on that note, thank you everyone who has been in and who is in, and please make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Good night, everyone, and thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Oink, oink.